Hey, what's up guys? It's Kevin here with Phandroid, and today we're taking a look at the new game gripper for the Motorola Droid 2. As you can see, it is pretty similar to the game gripper for the original Motorola Droid. There are some differences. You can see the button layout for the Droid 2 game gripper has been updated. They've actually added in an additional 2 buttons, which would most likely become a dedicated start and select button, and leave in the rest of these buttons for gameplay. It actually fits a bit more snug than the one on the original Droid. Felt a little loose, but the buttons themselves feel a little bit stiffer. I also wasn't a huge fan of these buttons over here, which would normally be your dedicated ABC and whatnot buttons. Have become a little more squished together than on the original Droid, so it can get a little cramped, especially for those buttons. These are a little more spaced out, but it becomes a little awkward to use those as your main gameplay buttons. Alright, so here we are looking at your standard side-scroller game. This is Sonic the Hedgehog 2. We got Knuckles in here. Makes gameplay just like the original game gripper, you know, much more natural feeling. It's easier to kind of just jump back and forth between buttons without worrying about hitting all those extra keys on the Droid keyboard. Very simple to set up. You just go in and assign the keys by pressing the buttons depending on your emulator or your game that you're playing. But makes for much quicker gameplay. Playing without the game grip on the keypad, yeah, it's a lot better than playing with the software touch on the screen. But you still don't get as much precision, and moves can be a little bit clumsy. But on here, it responds pretty quickly. Like I said, the buttons are a little bit stiff feeling on the Droid 2 game gripper compared to the original Droid, but you still get all the quick response time and much more familiar gaming feel. Now we're looking at something a little more complicated in terms of controls, where you can really see how the game gripper improves your ability to play games on your Droid 2. Just hit Sub-Zero here in Mortal Kombat 2. Now if I can't get these moves to work, it's not necessarily because of the game gripper, it's also because I'm not the best Mortal Kombat player. But we'll see if we can get a little action going here. Alright, so you see I can get the ice ball to work there, which is a kind of a down forward swipe thing here. And it's pretty easy. I mean, definitely something that would not be able to do that without the game gripper. See a little ice puddle there, try to freeze him. But yeah, so there you see how it just makes gameplay a lot more intuitive, a lot more natural feeling. So there you have it, that's the Motorola Droid 2 game gripper. Just like the original, a great accessory for anyone who's a big handset gamer. Definitely will take the Droid keyboard to another level in terms of game controls and allow you to really dive in with, you know, fighting games and games that require more complicated commands and quicker reactions. So if you're into gaming on your handset, if you're a big fan of old school gaming and you like to play on emulators and that sort of thing, the game gripper for the Droid 2 is a must-have. I mean, they also have it for the Droid 1, the Samsung Moment. There's a whole bunch of handsets that they make it for, but this is the Droid 2 game gripper. Overall, very good product. Still kind of like the original Droid's layout better. I think the original Droid's keyboard worked a little bit better in terms of layout, but I mean, it's definitely serviceable, and you should definitely check it out if you're into gaming.